We do have Macquarie results out. Let's take you through some of the numbers. Full year net profit, $1.265 billion versus $851 million the previous year. Second half profit, when you break it down, $764 million, which was up 52% on the first half. Assets under management coming in at $427 billion at the end of March. It's expecting full year 2015 net profit to be up on full year 2014. It's also planning an on-market share buyback of $270 million. So that's what's happening. Breaking news coming from Macquarie. How will that impact the market overall remains to be seen. However, for now, the SPI futures are pointing to a slight lift for the local market. We're talking about a lift of about 0.2%. However, it will be interesting to see if we can hang on to those gains, considering that we did see U.S. markets closing in the red. I mean, the S&P 500 realistically was just down by about 0.27%, so let's call that flat. The Dow Jones, though, also keep in mind, hitting all-time highs yesterday. So while there is a bit of hesitation evident in the U.S. ahead of the April non-farm payroll data, we are still looking at quite impressive figures for both of those markets, with the S&P 500 up about 0.6% in April. But it's all about what's happening with Macquarie right now. So let's bring in Ben Lebrun from Options Express to get his results on those headline numbers. Ben, I know they're just dropping, coming into the market. Details come fast and furious at this time. However,
always.
At first glance, what do you think?
Nadine, I need to choose my words very cautiously here in light of ANZ's numbers yesterday, which I was waxing lyrical about this time on the program yesterday, and obviously shares finished down. But to my mind, the headline figures look as if they've absolutely shot the lights out. I mean, guidance from the company itself, they said they were looking for an improved performance of between 40 and 45% on the 2013 figures. The 2013 full year number was 851 million. So the 1.2 billion plus change, 1.265 billion, sounds as if it's a 49% improvement. So if shares aren't going to get away to a positive start on this result, then I just don't know what it's going to say for other stocks in the financial space that are coming up with their reports quite soon. Admittedly, that dividend, I think it was $1.60 for the full year. I haven't seen where estimates lie on that, so that might be a little bit of an unknown. But on that headline figure alone, it sounds as if Macquarie has absolutely shot the lights out. And it seems as if all aspects or all areas of their business are starting to fire. I know when they upgraded that guidance recently, they pointed to their fixed interests, their commodities and their foreign exchange businesses that were doing very, very well. Their home loans business, you don't think of Macquarie as being a big home lender, but they're starting to gather some market share off the big four and other home lenders out there. So they're doing well on that front. And of course, their capital markets business. And we talk about this every time we talk about Macquarie, but we've got a huge pipeline of IPOs in the offing. They've already been named as one of the financial institutions that are taking care of the Medibank IPO coming up. But there's a very strong pipeline of IPOs, which suits Macquarie's capital markets business. I know I've been probably guilty of over-promising and under-delivering every year in terms of the on the M&A side that we're expecting to see in the market. But once that starts to gather further momentum, again, Macquarie just stands itself in absolutely fantastic stead to be able to take advantage of that. So there's a lot to like about Macquarie's business. When the markets are firing, Macquarie Group should be firing as well. And I think if you have a look at the 12-month price chart, it has been firing. And on the back of this result today, Nadine, including a share buyback, I think I heard you mention, wow, I mean, if they're not going to come out in a positive mood today, I just don't know what it would take for any of these financial stocks to come out in a positive mood.